Shalom is Brother Yashima Zakar from the Israelite Report, IsraeliteReport.com. Upon my watch, all praises are definitely due to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings to all the brothers spread across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth and sincerity, those that truly believe and want to get the hell up out of here. I had this thought that's just been in my head, in my mind, for quite some time now. And that thought is, all it takes is one false flag. Because, you know, I know brothers are tired. The shit is getting ridiculous, what we're seeing. And every day we're just going through some bullshit and, the tests and the trials and different things that every individual brother goes through. Excuse my voice. But the thought came to me some time ago, and it's still there. And that thought is, all it takes is one false flag. Whether it be a cyber attack, another outbreak, whether it be another pandemic sort. Because the elites do have something called a health monitor that they want to put under your skin to help to monitor your health. It could be the financial collapse, the economic collapse that's coming. And there's been a lot of talk about that as well. And, a lot of people are saying Trump with these tariffs, he's going to cause an economic collapse. But regardless of how they do it, it doesn't matter. All it takes is one false flag, one major event. And we could be looking at a completely different system, a completely digital system. And someone brought this out. Was it 007? May have been 007. That was talking about how Trump switched up, the CBDC, because under the Biden administration, all these Christian patriots, these conservatives, they were pushing back against the what they call the central banking digital currency. They were pushing back against that. The CBDC is so, it's tyrannical, it's it's evil. It's going to lead to the mark of the beast system. And a lot of these Christian patriots, not all of them, but I would say there's a good portion of them that know that there's a mark of the beast system that's coming, and they're expecting it. And this is what the elites are aware of. And so they're being slick and sly in their movements. So Trump is co-signing digital currency, but he's not calling it CBDC. He's bringing it in under another name, is what I'm trying to say. Now, I believe it was 007. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe it was him that brought this out. And also, I want to point this out. The elites always hide their advancements, the advancements of their technology. And that's something else that people can't quite comprehend, is that just because you see this technology rolled out, the year is 2025, what you don't understand is that they're about 20 years ahead of you. Whatever they roll out, they're at least, and this is at minimum. Okay, they have technology that's 20 years ahead of that. So if you're seeing Chat GPT now, Chat GPT, and all these other AI rollouts, whatever they're calling them, trust and believe they have something way more technically advanced than that. Just like you have your smart TVs, your smart refrigerators. These people, look, at this point, look, they see everything. They're in your homes. Okay, everyone's got it. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people have Ring bells, Ring, the Ring technology, right? I don't have it, but they have the Ring, in front of their, at the door where they can see everything. Well, guess what? Guess who's tapping into that? The CIA and beyond, NSA, all of that. They can see everything. You got a smart refrigerator, well, guess what? They can see it. They're able to tap into all of that. So I'm saying all of that to say this, even with their weaponry, they're 20 years at least. That's at minimum. Me personally, I would say 30 to 40 years ahead of what they're rolling out to the public. Okay, so the mark of the beast, the microchip, is even more advanced than what it was 15 years ago. They have this thing online and it's locked and ready to go. It just takes one false flag, one so-called terrorist attack. That's all it takes. One cyber attack for them to justify putting it not just online, Salakia, but making it mandatory. And this is something that has just been on my mind for the past couple of years, that I can see it. Just like with the pandemic, all it took was for them to say, hey, look, the CV-19 is in America. We got to lock this bitch down. We got to lock down the whole entire country. Okay? We are just one false flag away from the mark of the beast. And there's going to be a famine of the word. And it could come prior to that, because this guy Trump is heavy on the censorship of people that speak out against the small hats, the J-ish people, those that say they are Jews and are not. He's heavy on that. So there's going to come a time when you're not going to hear from the men of the Lord anymore. Make your calling and election sure. Right? Broad, wide is the way that leads to destruction. Right? When it comes to salvation, few will be, that walk into that space. Make sure that you're walking in that space, that narrow path. Because right now, we are just one false flag away. I got this from let me say this before I even go into that. This is another thought that I had. Trump spoke about the visa entry exit tracking system back in 2016. And that flew over a lot of people's heads. They were so busy cheering. And he said it would be, and I'm going to give you a reminder. You've heard it already. But he said it will be on land, it will be in air, it will be on sea. a proper visa tracking system. And he used the border as an excuse because all the illegal immigrants are coming over. That was his excuse back then. So that means the elites purposely allowed these so-called illegal immigrants over just so they can have an excuse to put in a tracking system. Now, you may not remember, but I want to say back in 2020, during the pandemic, they were tracking, they had something called the CV tracking system. It's an app that you could download on your phone. And see, this was a test run. This was just a test. It was a drill. And I'm not going to go into it again. I know y'all tired of hearing me tell my stories about the military, but I've seen this shit before. And it looked too familiar to me. And I'm sitting here looking at this shit going, look, it looks like they're running a drill. This looks like a drill. While the rest of the world were panicking, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? There's a CV. Oh no, there's a CV-19. It's going to kill everybody. I was looking at it and going, man, this shit look like a drill. I kept saying to myself, this looks like a drill. Like this looks like one of our exercises. And then sure enough, Mike Pompeo got up on the podium, pushed Trump to the side and told the world that the CV-19 pandemic was a real live exercise. And I said, oh shit. You don't believe me? I tell you what, go to BitChute. If I'm lying, I know how niggas are. Niggas are stupid. If you don't believe me, because you're not going to find it on YouTube, go to BitChute. Go to Rumble. Look up Mike Pompeo. I believe he was a Secretary of State. Either Secretary of State or Secretary of Defense at the time. I can't remember which one. I believe it was Secretary of State. That was some time ago now. But he told Trump this is real live exercise. Telling you that it was just a practice run. But a practice run for what? The mark of the beast, the microchip. It's coming. You did your 4 years of Biden and the bullshit and the buffoonery. Now we're getting into the real world exercise where it's no longer just a drill. This is where shit gets real. Playtime's over. I keep saying that. I'm not saying it for nothing. I'm dead ass serious when I say I'm not fucking playing. Playtime's over. There's going to come a famine of the word. There's going to come a time very soon, shortly, when they're going to tell all you men that are telling the truth and exposing Esau and exposing especially these small hats, you got to shut the fuck up. You're no longer allowed on the internet, not just on YouTube, but the internet. Do you hear me? It's coming. It's coming. It won't be just a time because I know people complain about shadow banning. All my videos being shadow banned on YouTube. That's going to be the least of your worries pretty soon. Soon you won't even be able to upload your video. That's coming. And you're going to have to cope with that. Yeah, I know people like to talk shit about me, but pretty soon you won't be able to talk at all. Do you hear me? This shit is coming. It's coming very soon. Whatever puffed up pride you may have right now, that shit's about to end. Because pretty soon, this is going to be a self journey. Do you believe for real? That's what it's going to come down to. Do you believe for real? That's what this shit's about to come down to. There's going to be a famine of the word, meaning you won't be able to upload nothing. Because the way the Trump administration is running, they have a strict policy on anti-sim, anti-J-ish, anti-small hat. And who's speaking out against the small hats? The men of the Lord. The men that believe in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. It's coming. It's coming. Trust me and believe me, it's coming. I want to say something, I'm going to leave it. I will say this, though. Speaking of that exit tracking system, and I know I'm not bringing out any scriptures right now. I want to speak on something. The elites are moving. Listen to me. The elites are moving as if they are behind schedule. You understand what I'm saying to you? They're moving like they're behind schedule. Why? They had something called, if you remember, they had something called Project 2021, Agenda 2021. Stop and think about it. That was introduced by Obama. Trump was the president going into 2021. Remember, he served from 2017, from January 2017 till January 2021. We were already in the pandemic by the time 2021 came. So if you look at the way the elites are moving, right? Revelations 12:12, devil's coming down with great wrath. He knows but that he got but a short time. They're moving like they're behind schedule. And it's a theory of mine. And, I could be wrong, not above, being wrong or being corrected. My thought is that they thought, the elites thought they would have something in place already for this MOTB. I could be wrong on that, because I know the agenda is 2030, right? But they sped it up. They had something called Agenda 2021. You can look that up if you don't believe me. They had something called Event 201. Event 201 before the pandemic. What I'm getting at is this. This devil is moving at a pace where you can't even keep up with what he's doing anymore, because he knows he has but a short time. This is what I mean when I say we're one false flag away, because Esau is getting sloppy and dangerous. He's all the way fucked up. I'll put it to you in nigger terms. He's all the way fucked up. You remember Minister Society when he told him, you done fucked up, right? That's Esau right now. And Esau's like, nah, fuck all that. I'm going out in a bang. I'm going out in a blaze of glory. That's where his mindset is now. So the attitude now in the second Trump administration is, I don't give a shit who I offend. These DEIs, they go bye-bye. Oh, Ukraine doesn't like the fact that we're not helping them in this war with Russia. Fuck them. Fuck Ukraine. They're not even trying to be diplomatic about it. The first Trump administration, he was talking to both Putin and Zelensky. He got impeached for what he was saying to Zelensky back in the first administration. He's not even doing that anymore. He's telling Zelensky to go fuck himself. That's where we are now. Shit is moving. We're heading quickly towards World War III. So you know damn well the mark of the beast has to be right here. Famine of the word, Jacob's trouble, all that is right here. It has to be. This system is about to collapse. I know. I'm not getting into this. Oh, you're not getting any scriptures. Brother, listen to me. A famine of the word is coming. You need to get this shit now. Get it in your head that you're about to get real uncomfortable real fast. Okay? I did get this on X. This came from Truth Seeker. And he writes this: the reason Donald Trump and Elon Musk are tearing down the old system is that they plan to replace it with an AI system that will connect to the mark of the beast system. You heard what the man said. I'll read it again in case you didn't catch it the first time. This came from Truth Seeker. He writes, the reason Donald Trump and Elon Musk are tearing down the old system is that they plan to replace it with an AI system that will connect to the mark of the beast system, and that's the microchip, and plant it in you. You will not be able to buy or sell without that chip. Hence comes forth the hour of temptation. That time that I'm telling you where it won't matter what the fuck you think about me. See, all that's about to go out the window. There's going to come a time when it's not going to matter which Israelite camp has the best garments on. See, all of this is bullshit. There's going to come a time when your motherfucking ass is going to be tested for real. And you're not going to be able to just log on the internet and talk shit and scoff and type some bullshit. Well, I don't believe that the mark of the beast is the microchip. I believe it's sin. Shut your bitch ass up. Motherfucker, there's going to come a time when your black ass is going to have to decide whether or not you are going to take that microchip so you can eat, or whether you're going to wait patiently on the Lord. It ain't going to be up to Yashima to tell you shit. Well, I don't like that nigga Yashima. Well, fuck you. Take the microchip and die like a hoe. Bitch. That's what's coming. That's what's coming. That moment when you realize, like, oh shit, the scriptures is real. Yeah, it is real. It ain't something for you to laugh at and play around with and try to use to bring women or fulfill whatever lust you may have. Yeah, the time is coming. It's coming very shortly. So he wrote that, the whole point of Trump and Elon destroying the economy and tearing down what they call the old system is so they can replace it with an AI, because Elon is in the White House. A major component, major piece to the Trump administration, to tear down this system so they can bring in the mark of the beast system. And someone replied this: "It's badly corrupted already." This is what they said. "It's badly corrupted already. Don't need any mark of the beast. It's already been here for thousands of years." See, this person that replied to Truth Seeker, because Truth Seeker didn't write this. This is what someone else wrote, telling him that the mark of the beast has already been in place for years. This sounds like some shit Bishop Nathaniel would say. Some dumbass shit that he would say. Or it could be anything. I remember Nathaniel said it was an embargo, then it was sin. I can't remember. Was it ISUPK? I don't want to bear false witness. I believe they said something along the lines of it could be sleeping with white women or some dumb shit they said. It was something absolutely retarded. Okay. So this guy here is telling, and because Truth Seeker is telling them, the mark of the beast system. I told you a lot of these Edomites can see what's coming. They can see it. Like these Christian patriot Edomites, they can see what's coming. But his asshole replied, said it's bad already. It's badly corrupted already. Don't need any mark of the beast. It's already been here for thousands of years. And Truth Seeker replied, the Bible says otherwise on what's to come. Because he's smart enough to know that this is the mark of the beast system being set up right now. The infrastructure is already here. They're going to collapse the economy, tell people you cannot buy or sell unless you put this microchip inside of you. And this is how this person replied. And what makes you think it's coming anytime soon? This is how this person replied to Truth Seeker. This is what he said. What makes you think, and this is obviously a scoffer, he says, and what makes you think it's coming anytime soon? Like, in other words, Truth Seeker doesn't know what he's talking about. Yeah, I'm going to disagree with Truth Seeker on a lot of shit, but I'll agree with him on this. He's right. That mark of the beast system is coming. It's already here. It's just it has to be made mandatory. Let me get Revelations 1:1. It says, the revelation of Yahweh Shah Hamashiach, which Yahweh gave unto him to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. These things will shortly come to pass. Okay? And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John, who bare record of the word of Yahweh and of the testimony of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, and of all things that he saw. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. So this guy doesn't believe that these things will shortly come to pass. He believes that, again, Psalms 49:11, their houses shall continue forever. The inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. Let me get Acts 5:38. It says, and now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. Because anytime you hear nigga, because you had this guy, Gorilla Gorilla Hebrew, Al-Azhar, he before this scandal popped off with him doing some weird shit. He was saying something along the lines of, not to put words in his mouth, roughly paraphrasing what he said, something along the lines of, we could be here another 1,000 years or something like that. That's a man that's not upon his watch. He's not on his watch. He's definitely not watching. Anybody that says something like that, they're not watching. That's why I'm bringing out Acts 5:38. And now I say unto you, refrain from these men and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. And we see what happened to Al-Azhar. What was it, like a week or two after he made that statement, after he went on some platform and said, we could be here another 1,000 years, then this scandal broke out and he had to remove himself. Because he was involved in all this weird shit. That's how fast the Most High's working. See, the Most High's not playing. People still think, they got time to play around. The Most High's not playing. He's bringing swift judgment. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught. It will come to nothing. But if it be of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, you cannot overthrow it. You can't take down what the Lord has built up. You can't bring down what the Lord has built up. Lest happily ye be found even to fight against Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. And that's what a lot of people are doing right now. They're not redeeming the time. They're not understanding that this is the time when the Lord is going to visit the earth which he has made. They're not understanding that we're not in the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s anymore. This ain't the time for scoffing. This is the time for swift judgment. Let me get this in 2 Corinthians 4:1. It says, therefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we receive mercy, and I'm always talking about mercy, right? We faint not, but have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness, we're not trying to deceive the people, or a lot of the people, giving them false hope, but giving them that true hope, which is in Hamashiach Yahushua, right? That true light. It says, but have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua deceitfully. And you got a lot of people that are out here handling the word deceitfully. They're playing games and they're lying. And one of the major things that they're lying to you about is the mark of the beast. They're telling you it's anything but what it is. Excuse me, Slocky. They're let me get it back together. They're they're trying to find a way. How do I say this without cursing? They're trying to find a way to hold on to whatever payouts they received. Sometimes they will allude to this digital system, this AI system, but they won't just go ahead and say, look, it's the microchip, it's this implantable device, because they were paid to say that is not that. Where anybody would, I mean, you got, again, and I hate to keep saying this over and over again, you have Christian patriot Edomites that know that it's a microchip, it's an implantable device, a tracking device in your skin that's going to be connected to your finance, your financial payments, your health. Again, the Pentagon back in 2021 came out with a device called the Health Monitor, an implantable device. This was back in no later than February of 2021. I believe it was on 60 Minutes. And when I saw it, my mouth dropped to the floor. I'm like, well, why is nobody talking about this? So they're handling the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua deceitfully. But it says also, but by manifestation of the truth condemning, excuse me, Salakia, by manifestation of the truth commending ourselves to every man's conscience in the sight of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost. And a lot of these people are just flat out lost. You know, they following the fringes, as I like to say. Oh, you got on the best garment. I never seen a garment like that. Oh, it's so shiny. You got these silly ass women. Oh, look. Him got to be a man of the Lord, because they come straight out of the Christian church and they see some Israelite niggas with these shiny garments on, and they think, oh, that's what a man of the Lord look like. They go running their silly asses right after them. And when that hour of temptation comes, how do you won't be prepared for it, because you have not separated yourself from this world. You don't know what it's like to be hated by this world. You weren't built up in the spirit. I'm to a point where I say, fuck this world, and I say it openly. And I mean it. So when the world says, if you don't get the microchip, you won't be able to, fuck you, bitch. I'm already there. I don't need nobody to tell me, hey, brother, you know, when the microchip come out, you're going to have a fuck this world attitude. I'm already there. I hate waking up in the morning and having to go to work. I fucking hate this goddamn place. Nobody has to tell me that. I don't have to get built up in the spirit for, like, man, damn, do I really hate the world? No, fuck this goddamn world. I'm already there. I hate this shit. Now, is it going to be a test for me too? Of course. But the difference is, I already hate this bitch. That's what I'm saying. I already hate this shit. I hate these fucking people. I hate looking at them. So I'm not going to be, oh my God, everyone's turning against me. I didn't take the microchip. Oh Lord, what am I going to do? I'm like, fuck you. I ain't like you any goddamn way. You understand? Anyway, let me get back to it. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them which believe not. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Yahushua, Mashiach, Yahushua, who is the image of Yahweh, our power, should shine unto them. For we preach not ourselves, but Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. I would say Yahweh Shai and Mashiach, our Lord, and ourselves, your servants, for Yahweh Shai's sake. Because that's what it comes down to. Those that truly believe and know we need a Savior and we need a way out of this. And we need divine intervention. And you're not going to qualm Yashala your way out of this. We are just one false flag, one major event away from the mandation. What I say the mandation, the microchip being mandated for you to be able to buy or sell.